Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel, Charles Morris. This is going to be, I'll clarify what I was trying to say in my last video that I just uploaded. One where I've been discussing the, launched ballistic missile coming from North Korea over Japan. This has hit the Pacific Ocean. According to what the Japanese president or governor, Japanese official, I'm going to go over the, what posted from the Guardian again, or Guardian News. And, this, missile going over Japan was noticed at 7:22. There was a rare alarm that woke up the Japanese early in the morning, and this missile has hit the Pacific Ocean, and this time was said to be 7:44. So 7:22, this has been noticed that there was a ballistic missile going over Japan. And at 7:44, there was that missile fell into the Pacific Ocean. The U.S. and South Korea have I should say the United States and South Korea have responded to this, and we have started airstrikes, drills with South Korea, and we have it's supposed to send a clear message that that if there are countries that want to try to be a threat to us in the United States or anywhere else and that stuff, then they're going to have a fight coming to them. If North Korea, Russia, and China think they have a right to go and blow up people, buildings and structures, and be a complete threat to everyone and that stuff, well, then they're going to have like one bloody war coming ahead of them. Because like the U.S., Joe Biden has sent 3,000 troops over there to Europe. And those troops were there to defend our NATO allies. So, could North Korea actually try to do this and try to accomplish Vladimir Putin's goals, which he's pretty much possibly going to fail at doing so in trying to destroy the U.S. and our NATO allies? If he's not so, even though he would not be successful in doing so, North Korea or even China could end up trying to finish that job for Vladimir Putin. And the killing of Vladimir Putin could anger these allies of Russia, and North Korea and China could go out in a full out bloody war against the United States and our NATO allies that are people that we, or countries that we defend. Countries that would be helping us in this war. China and North Korea would want to try to stop that from happening. And so far, North Korea is trying to tell us and sending a message to us that North Korea is still a threat, even though Vladimir Putin is threatening with nuclear weapons. I think Kim Jong-un is trying to tell us that he's still here and he is ready to start becoming a threat to everyone. And the U.S. are NATO allies in South Korea. They would not allow Kim Jong-un to blow all of us up. So, yeah. So, is there World War III that's expected to happen sometime in the future? You could definitely say yeah. I mean, I would appreciate waking up one day and having a stupid stinking nuclear missile strike that would actually end up coming to the United States, probably starting with California, and then, at some point, you'd have one of the worst tragic events that would be taking place since 9/11. I could tell you what happened everybody should be able to remember what happened on 9/11. There was a terrorist group that crashed into the two towers in Manhattan, New York. It was a terrorist threat, and dozens of people died. Even like how I mentioned in the 9/11 event specials during the week on 9/11. And that was the worst event that ever took place back on September 11, 2001. And so, now we've got this nuclear threat to deal with now? Okay, that would be much worse. 500 million or 500 billion people died from this coronavirus. And that number right there, was the number of the death of, you know, every American or, you know, how many Americans died due to this virus. And now we have a nuclear strike and a nuclear threat that's going to be coming pretty much directly at us. And yet other countries are going to work very, very hard to ensure peace and security happens. And what really needs to happen is North Korea's, China's, and Russia's nuclear sites should end up getting blown up because they're the ones that are using their nuclear weapons irresponsibly. And this, if it's not even, if those nuclear sites, even in North Korea, Russia, or China, isn't blown up, then a World War III could end up happening where, you know, at least every ally, the United States, would be having like a day-to-day or week or months and months of having bloody war between NATO allies and terror-threatening countries like Russia, North Korea, and China, and it would be so scary. And you couldn't imagine how many soldiers would die on the battlefield, even from, if it comes to this, nuclear weapons. And I'll just say this. When we start to get to a World War III, it's gonna be very ugly, and this what it may come to be. A World War III could end up sparking somewhere in the near future. And when we have to get ready for that, that's when we have to worry about getting blown up by these terrorist countries, China, Russia, and North Korea. And this is what would have to happen. If something's not done, then all of us could end up trying to, or everybody living right now, I mean, we could end up being in a future in terror for these next few years because of World War III being sparked by these idiot politicians in Russia, China, and North Korea. And also if China gets involved with using nuclear weapons and that stuff, they're going to have one bloody fight that they're going to have to be involved with with the U.S. and our NATO allies. Because these countries like Russia, China, and North Korea don't have a right to be going and blowing people up with nuclear weapons. And World War III, they'll have one bloody war to fight. If that comes to it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what's said here, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel Charles Morris. And, you know, we better be well prepared for World War III to be coming. Because, as much as I hate to say it, this is probably going to be the outcome of what is expected to come. This is Charles Morris. Have a good day. I will see you all in the next video.